during the pandemic, when we were all stuck at home, I got bored like so many other people, and different friends invited me to different, online classes and things. And I decided to take a class with my friend Christy called Creative Catharsis. She had a project in mind, would explain it to us and how you do it. And then you kind of did it as therapy, basically, because, at this time we were all rather stressed and fearful. And so it was a way, creative catharsis was just like a way to manage those feelings and emotions and use them in a different way. And I really loved the idea behind the class when I took it, but even more so, I fell in love with watercolors. So that day, I took the class and really enjoyed it, but I didn't know that the next Sunday I would end up going again, and the next Sunday, and the next Sunday. And then before I knew it, I had, bought nicer art supplies. It didn't take me long before I was like, okay, I need to at least invest a little bit in this because I am really enjoying it. And signed up for Skillshare and, just kind of went down that rabbit hole, and also started an art account on Instagram. And I heard a lot about these 100-day projects people were doing. And so I did a 100-day challenge with myself starting the day after Christmas that year, and created for 100 days. And that really helped me develop my skills and sort of, I don't know if I want to call it my voice, but it helped me find, my passion for nature and being outside was really something that spoke to me, and I was able to display via my art, or express via my art. And so landscapes was really sort of what I was leaning into at that time. In summer of 2022, so about a year and a half later, I guess, I joined another challenge on Instagram called ICAD, which is Index Card a Day Challenge. I don't know, but you use little index cards and you just create on those, and there's a prompt for each day. And I decided to do that for whatever reason, and that a lot of the artists that do ICAD are more into collage. And so I ended up just sort of weaving watercolor, a little bit of collage, playing, and really getting into that. And what I realized was something that I did as a child and that I've done my whole life, which is that I love sort of upcycling products. So like as a kid, I had a business with my next door neighbor that was making dyes out of things in the yard. So like strawberries or beets or whatever, like making these little dyes. And no one bought them except for our mothers, but it sort of speaks to what I'm loving now, which is really anything that can either be brought from nature. So like I've made recently black walnut ink from black walnuts that I collected in the woods behind me. And yeah, just getting into all the upcycling of papers and ribbons that I collect. And now I'm a paper hoarder officially. Everywhere I go, I find paper. And even I was in Barcelona a couple of months ago, and there was like a sticker that was on the bottom of my shoe that I found when we got home. And I was like, oh, it's from the museum we went to. I should use this in my collage, which is so gross. But that's just sort of what I love now, is finding new uses for old things and repurposing. So I still work full time too. I'll start with that. But my background is marketing and branding, and a lot of branding is storytelling. And I've kind of found my art to be that in a lot of ways, storytelling for myself, for others who maybe don't have a voice or whatever it might be. So it was kind of, in some ways, a natural transition. I just saw the parallels, and also I'm a business-minded person. Like I have my MBA, I went to business school, I was a business undergrad. So like my brain just works that way. And so I don't know if it would have been a natural transition for all people, but for me, it made sense to try at least to make it a business.